have the pleasure and the honor to welcome to Greece Your Excellency Mohammad Alhawi, Undersecretary of Ministry of Investment of United Emirates. Good afternoon, and thank you very much for coming to Greece.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
And of course, we will continue the conversation with Mr. Theoharis. So, Your Excellency, I would like to start with you. I would like to give us, to provide us the framework about the investment priorities while engaging with Greece strategic sectors. You cover opportunities across investments, energy, real estate, and of course the digital economy, while leaving space for other topics to particular relevance to Emirates policy and bilateral collaboration. So, from your perspective, how can Greece fit into this vision, and what areas of cooperation you find?
First of all, thank you for inviting me here. It's a pleasure to be here. Well, there are a few things to be said about the collaboration between the UAE and Greece. In 2020, there was a partnership that was signed between the UAE and Greece, and we have, of course, His Excellency Dr. Sultan is a special envoy to Greece, and he's been sort of leading that relationship. In 2022, ADQ signed another partnership investment agreement with the Hellenic Development Bank with the vision of investing about 4 billion euros in Greece, and that has already been exceeded today. So I think the platform is already there to coordinate, collaborate between the UAE and sort of our Greece partners. I think the focus would be on the typical strong sectors that are already here in Greece, whether it's energy, services, or agriculture. I think those are some of the areas that our companies will be focusing on in Greece, and they're looking to invest more and more. Greece for us is also a gateway to Europe. We are part as well of the IMEC, and we see the value of having sort of Greece there with us. So we continue to focus on those sectors. From our perspective, from the UAE perspective, globally and within the UAE, we continue to invest in logistics, and we'd like to see more sort of that flow from Greece to the UAE, digital infrastructure, tourism, and some other sectors. Those are sectors that we are focused on internally, that we also see potential for collaboration with our Greece partners.
Well, you mentioned energy transition and sustainability, and so you're right, there are key global priorities. How can Emirates capital expertise and innovation support Greece's green transformation, and where do you see joint opportunities for regional leadership?
Sure. I think if I look at the UAE, we've been hard at work to diversify away from oil over the past 50 years. Today, 75% of our GDP is non-oil GDP. So we've been focusing a lot on figuring out what's next for our country through diversification. A big part of that is renewables and green energy. Today, one of our largest companies is Masdar. They operate about 50 gigawatts of renewable energy across the world. Greece is a part of that portfolio. We can continue to support Greece in their growth when it comes to renewable energy and building that in the country. It's something of interest for not just Masdar, but some of other companies as well. So whenever there are opportunities, be assured you'll find us there, trying to invest or even leading in terms of the tender processes or otherwise.
Thank you. Mr. Theoharis, how would you characterize the bilateral relations Emirates and Greece in economic diplomacy, in investments, and generally in diplomacy in terms?
Well, His Excellency already mentioned it. We signed an agreement in 2020, and this agreement is titled Comprehensive Strategic Agreement. So those two words, I think, are the operative words. We have comprehensive relations, and they are strategic. Now, this is not just vacuous words. They actually have real meaning. And I'll give you a case in point. Masdar made a huge investment, the biggest out of the 4.6, 4.8 billion total investments that the Emirates have done in Greece, and that's the public part. I mean, there's also a private part that almost doubles those investments. Made an investment to Terna Energy. Now, they do not see Terna Energy as a company that will operate in Greece alone. So they see it as a vehicle for a wider Balkan and perhaps even Central and Eastern Europe investment opportunity to capitalize on the scale, the size, and its ability to deliver big projects on time that Terna has demonstrated. And now, with the renewed cooperation and the financial strength of Masdar, this can be greatly increased. So that means that Greece's importance in the wider region will be enhanced through this cooperation. So there's a gateway. Greece offers to be a gateway to Europe by ensuring that what you do in the rest of Europe from Greece benefits from the ease of access and the ease of regulation, homogeneity that's already been achieved through the EU framework. That's part of Greece's legal framework. And at the same time, the strength and financial ability of the Emirati and their know-how as well can be leveraged in order to increase our ability to deliver in the wider region. So I think that's the important thing. And now we're going to be looking at new sectors like AI-related sectors, because the UAE have put at the center of the tech strategy the AI, being a nation that's at the forefront of AI. And I think this is something that we share in terms of vision, and we're going to work a lot on together.
Thank you. I don't know if you would like to comment on what Mr. Theoharis said, but I would like to add one more question on that. Beyond bilateral ties, how can Emirates and Greece partnership serve as a model all over the area, in the Middle East maybe, or Europe and beyond?
I think I agree with what His Excellency said in terms of collaboration. I think the model for us with Greece, and a model that we look to support across the world, is we look for partners that we can work with, not in our respective nations only, but across the world. I think that's quite important. Especially with economies like ours that are relatively small compared to our neighbors. I think it's quite important that together we look for other jurisdictions where we can invest together, where we can work together, utilize our know-how and our different experiences and put those together to invest and see the benefits going back to our nations. I think this is the model that we've been focused on over the past few years, and we've seen that with Greece it's been quite successful, but we believe the potential is also great. We can do much more. I think the successes of the past 4 or 5 years have been great and have shown us an example of what we can do together as we move forward. And we continue to invest in this relationship and utilize it. We use it as an example. Is it working? It's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, so, and we use it as. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. This one. Okay.
You can use it as an example.
There we go. We use this as an example of how we can quickly solve problems. From one mic to the other, but yeah, we can use the Greece model as an example for our other partnerships, and as I said, we continue to be committed to this relationship.
Mr. Theoharis, do you agree? Is the model of cooperation between Emirates and Greece a very good example to work with other countries in the Middle East or in Europe or in general?
Yeah.
Far beyond.
No, this is definite, and the success is actually now creating the problems of the future. The fact that we have worked so well up to now. I had the honor to have the first face-to-face meeting in my capacity, in this new capacity, in this role, with His Excellency Dr. Sultan Al Jaber in New York. Already the two parts of the meeting were, okay, we've achieved a lot up to now, which is good. What can we do more? What are the challenges? And so we have to, squeeze our brains, as it were, to find new ways of cooperation and increase in the possibilities that are out there. And the second challenge, of course, is to copy this model with our cooperation with other countries. So we've seen how this has done wonders for our respective nations, this cooperation. So how can we replicate that with other GCC countries or with countries in different regions? And of course, it takes two to tango. It's not easy to copy. We have to find the same rapport and the same connection and the same logic. But certainly we can try, and we can see what worked and what didn't work, and try to replicate that with other relationships.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, thank you very much for your remarks.
Thank
we
you.
hope to see you soon again in Greece. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Both of you.